2028 here in the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24, and we kick off this brand new season on the road because this game, just hates giving the Reds games at home. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand what is going on. We can never get a game at home to start the season. And here we are, we're on the road in Houston, of all places. On the road, taking on the Astros. And this is an Astros team that made a lot of moves in the offseason. Most notably, I would say, trading Josh Hader over to the Arizona Diamondbacks in exchange for their new starting first baseman in Pete Alonso. You still have some of the core guys on this Houston squad. I'm talking about their first three bats in the order. Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez. You also got guys like Jeremy Pena and Chas McCormick still in the lineup as well. And for the Cincinnati Reds, if you missed the offseason video, well, we went out, we got one of the better first basemen in all of baseball in Matt Olson, and we have a new DH in town as well. Yandy Diaz will be exactly that. Will Benson moves back to the outfield. The big move again was getting rid of Kyle Tucker and instead inserting Matt Olson into the lineup. I think that really helps us a lot, and we'll see what happens here in this 2028 season. And folks, if you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Reds franchise mode here on the channel as Freddie Peralta, the former Brewer, makes the start tonight for the Stros. 3.88 ERA last season as he will get Elly De La Cruz first, and Elly's going to strike out on a circle change. That's the first out of the season. TJ Friedl now going to hit one off of the leg and off the foot of Peralta, and Friedl will be on with an infield single. Runner on first for Bryce Harper. On the full count, Friedl is running. Harper chops one to first, right to Pete Alonso. Friedl, though, does move to scoring position for Matt Olson on the 1-2 pitch. Olson will sky a fastball in his first at-bat as a Red, but that one is going to hang up for the right fielder in Luis Gonzalez. As we go on to the bottom of the first, there is the former Astro, Jose Urquidy. 2.99 ERA in 2027. Obviously, in the World Series in game number 5, he gave up the walk-off home run to Mike Trout. Again, not really Urquidy's fault. We had 3 straight walk-off home runs against us in that one series. Obviously, Trout with 2, Neto with 1, as Urquidy starts this game off against his former team, allowing Altuve to get on with a double. But here comes a ball skied into left field by Alex Bregman, and Bryce Harper is there to make the play. Altuve, though, will tag from second to third with 1 out for the 3 spot, Yordan Alvarez. Again, Urquidy familiar with these guys, and he's going to get Yordan to chase the fastball up and away, and there's the new catcher of the Reds making the play, Francisco Alvarez. 2 gone for Polar Bear. Pete Alonso, swing and a miss on the Urquidy curve. We go to the second inning, still nothing. First AB as a Red for Yandy Diaz. That ball is going to be blooped into right field, and it will get down. Diaz has his first hit as a Red, as that one is going to get away. It hits our third base coach. Diaz stays put at first base. Will Benson now comes up on the 1-2 pitch, and Benson will get flown out, though. Actually, no, that ball's going to get down as well. Wow. 2 bloop base knocks back-to-back for the Reds. First and second, no outs. Another blooper from Spencer Steer. We will try to tag Yandy Diaz from second to third, but the throw by Luis Gonzalez will get him. 2 down in the inning just like that for Francisco Alvarez. First AB as a Red. The former Met and the new catcher for the Reds will strike out. We go to the bottom of the second, still 0-0. Colt Keith, the former Detroit Tiger, leads things off here in the inning for the Astros. That ball's placed in the ground. Matt McLain, though, with the jump throw and everything, puts Colt Keith away. Here comes the former Blue Jay, Danny Jansen, and the starting catcher for Houston. It will pop out. It's just a matter of who takes it. It will be Spencer Steer instead of Francisco Alvarez. 2 down for Jeremy Pena. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Urquidy gets him in the slurve. We go to the third, still 0-0. Matt McLain leading things off for the Reds. That's just not a great swing. McLain going to get jammed on a circle change in. That'll be the first out of the inning for Elly De La Cruz, and Elly will strike out on a circle change. 2 strikeouts so far in the season for him. He was one of the leaders last season in the National League in terms of strikeouts. Friedl strikes out as well. To the bottom of the third, still nothing, and Chas McCormick is going to change that. That ball is skied into left field. It's going to barely get over the wall, but Harper knew it as soon as it was hit. Chas McCormick makes this game 1-0 for the Houston Astros thanks to his solo home run over Jose Urquidy. So still no outs for Luis Gonzalez. He, though, will strike out 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside for Urquidy. Jose Altuve now will dribble one back up the middle. Elly De La Cruz, though, is there, and Altuve's speed isn't really getting any better at this point of his career. He will be thrown out at first, and Alex Bregman will ground out to Spencer Steer over at the hot corner. To the fourth, 1-0 lead for the Astros. Bryce Harper leading things off. That feels like a pitch Harper should absolutely demolish. It's a circle change in range. He just misses. It's flown out into center field. Here comes Matt Olson. He will chop one on the ground right to the shortstop over in Jeremy Pena. Pena to first. 2 gone. Again, the Reds have really done nothing with the bats. We've had a couple of blue hits so far, but no real hard contact. Diaz will fly out as he is one of 3 Reds so far tonight to have a hit. It's him, Friedel, and Steer. And in the latter 2, actually, well, Steer and Diaz were kind of bloops. To the bottom of the 4th, Elly De La Cruz will get that pop out from Yordan Alvarez. Pete Alonso strikes out in the slurve. Colt Keith now on the 1-1 pitch will fly one in to left field, and there is Bryce Harper. So Urquidy doing his job. All he's given up is a solo home run as we go on to the top of the 5th. Freddie Peralta, though, is absolutely dealing. Again, he's doing very well in this new spot of his in Houston. He will get Will Benson to fly out. Spencer Steer hits that curveball very hard into center field. That's probably the hardest hit ball tonight for the Reds, but it just hangs up. Chas McCormick has it. Here comes Francisco Alvarez, and he's got nothing to show so far as a member of the Reds as he will pop out to the first baseman over in Polar Bear Pete Alonso. To the bottom of the 5th, leading things off for the Astros is Danny Jansen. There is a strikeout on the slurve. Again, Urquidy's doing a tremendous job. You can't take that one away from him. Jeremy Pena is going to get popped out as he saws his bat off. Here comes Chas McCormick on the 2-2 pitch. He's responsible for this 1-0 lead for the Astros, but he'll fly out into right field to Will Benson. To the 6th inning, the Reds still looking for their first run of 2028. Matt McLain strikes out, bringing up the top of the order. Elly De La Cruz is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Now make it 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. TJ Friedel slows the bat path to get to that slider, and he very weakly hits that fly ball into right field. So Urquidy again, still shoving. We go into the bottom of the 6th. That one's popped out by Luis Gonzalez. Look at the amount of distance that Elly De La Cruz covers to get to that foul ball. It will be the first out the inning. Now Jose Altuve will line out to Bryce Harper in left field. Alex Bregman now comes up on the 1-2 pitch, and he grounds out to Elly De La Cruz at short. But time is ticking for the Reds here on opening day. They have 3 innings to get their first run on the board. And again, sometimes we rely on a guy like Bryce Harper to come through in this situation. Harper, though, flies out into center field. Here comes Matt Olson on the 2-2 pitch. Pitch 103 for Freddie Peralta will be a ground out, though, to second base. We've got 2 outs for Yandy Diaz on the full count. Pitch 109 is a ground out to first base. To the bottom of the 7th, Jose Urquidy's pitch count is doable, right? This is pitch 94, and it will be a ground out to the only man on that side of the infield, Spencer Steer. Down goes Yordan Alvarez. Pete Alonso now chops one to first right to Matt Olson. That's 2 gone now in the inning. 5 spot up. Colt Keith, 2-1 pitch. Keith hits one on the ground past Elly De La Cruz. The question is, do the Reds keep Urquidy out there with the pitch count? They will, trying to get Danny Jansen in. We might. That ball is going foul, or going out of play at least. Matt Olson, though, reaches over, and he makes the grab. All right, to the 8th inning, Andrew Vasquez, the first guy out of the bullpen for the Astros, and the Reds still don't have a run. Will Benson strikes out, bringing in Spencer Steer. Again, we like matchups with him against left-handed pitching, and that's why Steer pulls into left field. It's out of here. Spencer Steer makes it 1-1. 366 feet off of the bat of Spencer Steer ties this game up. Absolutely clutch as the Reds finally score their first run in the 8th inning, but it's now a tie ball game. Francisco Alvarez still looking for that first hit as a member of the Reds. He will strike out. 2 down for Matt McLain on the 1-1 pitch. Vasquez deals, and McLain does it just like Steer. Again, we love those left-handed matchups for our righties in Steer and McLain. McLain just pelts that baseball in a deep left field. 426 feet off the bat, and Matt McLain gives the Reds the lead 2-1. It took till the 8th inning, but the Reds finally now have a lead with 2 solo home runs. This game is 2-1 thanks to that solo shot by Matt McLain. The Reds now have been out hitting the Astros in this game in terms of total hits, as the former Oakland Athletic, or whatever they are now, Las Vegas, Sacramento, and Washington National, Jordan Weems comes out to pitch to Elly De La Cruz. Elly finally puts the ball in play, but he will fly out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Jose Urquidy is staying out there. That might not be the smartest thing. I just feel good about him pitching. We're going to keep him in for Chas McCormick on the 1-2 pitch. Ball on the ground. Elly De La Cruz going to second. He has Matt McLain to first. Oh, the Reds can't turn 2. Urquidy's day is now done. We just wanted to play the matchups, and now we get the lefty-lefty with Gregory Soto coming into the game. Soto will see Luis Gonzalez in the 3-1 pitch. Gonzalez, though, oh man. Maybe we should have kept Urquidy. That ball is off the wall in deep center field. That's going to score a run. And Luis Gonzalez has tied this game up at 2 runs apiece. As soon as the Reds finally get on the board, the Astros respond. Gregory Soto will get Jose Altuve to ground out. It is to the right side of the infield, though, so it will move the runner from second to third. Here comes Alex Bregman. Now, we're not going to pitch to him. We're going to go first and third to play the matchup here against Yordan Alvarez. Yeah, you don't really want guys to get to Alvarez, but we do it and it works. Okay, 2-2 going into the top of the ninth. TJ Friedl leads things off and he walks. Runner on first, no outs. Bryce Harper, the batter. We send Friedl on a 1-2 pitch. He gets there. Harper now has a 2-2 pitch to try to get Friedl over or score the go-ahead run. That ball is skied in a deep left center field. I think it's going to get down. Friedl now is going to break and it's going to be caught. Oh, we should have just held Friedl. I thought it was going to get down, so I sent him. Here comes Matt Olson. Now it doesn't matter. Olson finally clocks in with his first hit as a Red, and it comes in the clutchest of moments. Here in the top of the ninth on opening day, Matt Olson gives the Cincinnati Reds a 4-2 lead. 422 feet. My goodness, Matt Olson. And that's the type of power that guy is going to bring to this lineup. I liked Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker could have been playing back in Houston on opening day tonight, but again, I don't think Tucker delivers in that sort of spot. And again, we were stuck in limbo with Xavier Isaac, Joey Gallo, and Josh Bell at first base. Now, both Isaac and Bell are still with the team, but we weren't getting that type of production out of those guys like we will with Matt Olson. Now, Felix Bautista coming out for the save. He immediately comes in and walks Pete Alonso. Putting the tying run at the plate, Keith with the 3-1 pitch will fly out to the center fielder in Esteury Ruiz. Now, again, Ruiz in the game. We put him to pinch run for Friedl, so Ruiz now in the game at center field. Okay, Danny Jansen comes up with a 1-2 pitch, and my goodness, Felix Bautista. There's a blown save if I've ever seen one. Danny Jansen in deep left field ties this game up at 4-4. The Astros get their 2-run home run back, 354 feet off the bat of Danny Jansen. I feel like we've had such trouble with some of our closers. I mean, we've had 3 on this series. We had Alexis Diaz, we had Camilo Doval, and we now have Felix Bautista. And Bautista has not been as advertised. He's already out of this game. We're bringing in Garrett Crochet to see the 9 spot here in Luis Gonzalez. He was very good last season. The numbers in ERA speaks for itself. He'll get Luis Gonzalez again, like we mentioned, and Gonzalez will fly out into right field. So we will have extra innings of baseball here on opening day 2028 from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Runner starts on second, and the Astros will send out their righty in Dwayne Underwood Jr. 3.82 ERA in the 2027 season, and he'll see Spencer Steer first. That ball is flown into center. It should be deep enough for Will Benson, I would hope. With 78 speed, Benson gets to third. So go ahead run is 90 feet away. Here comes Francisco Alvarez, and they walk him. He hasn't been that good today, but it's fine. We get to Matt McLain on the 2-1. My goodness, that's the one thing you can't have. Matt McLain, even with his 81 speed, grounds right into a double play. So we go into the bottom of the 10th. I'm going to walk Jose Altuve. We got to set up the double play. Crochet will now see Zach Denizo, who's in the game as a replacement for Bregman. I believe they put him in as a pinch runner. He'll strike out. Crochet now gets Yordan Alvarez to strike out. And now we're playing the matchup. We get our new pitcher from the Braves. He was in the Matt Olson, Kyle Tucker trade. It's Brusdar Graterol, 2.23 ERA last season. He'll see Pete Alonso and he strikes him out. 100 on the gun. Yeah, Graterol's good. We go to the top of the 11th. Ellie De La Cruz is up first. Dwayne Underwood still in the game pitching for the Astros. And again, that fly ball to that part of the field, I can't move the runner here. 81 speed from McLain, but we can't move him. So into pinch hit, it's Xavier Isaac. Now, again, he's pinch hitting for Esteury Ruiz. Isaac chops one. It does a job. It puts the go-ahead run 90 feet away for Bryce Harper. He's a rare 0 for 4. He's 0 for 5. Oh, man. Nothing showing for the Reds here in extra innings. We go to the bottom of the 11th. We walk the lead runner to set up the double play again. Danny Jansen strikes out. Here comes Jeremy Pena on the 1-2 pitch. That ball's into right field. It's going to get through. Now, Matt Olson's playing right field because of Xavier Isaac in the game. 28 speed of the plate. The throw by Matt Olson, and the runner is safe. The Astros win here on opening day. Pete Alonso wins the game-winning run, or has the game-winning run. And again, it just doesn't feel like this was our night. It just wasn't. Yeah, we had the home runs by Friedl and McLain, or sorry, Steer and McLain, and Matt Olson too. But again, you can't go into extra innings starting 2 innings in a row with the runner on second base and not score, and that's what the Reds did. So unfortunately, the Reds lose here on opening day in 2028. Again, it's 1 of 162. We will be fine as we go down the stretch. Folks, thank you all for watching episode number 83 of the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. And Mamba, forever.